Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube. WarriorCraft here, also known as WarriorCraft 13 or WarriorCraft Robertson. However you want to refer, but WarriorCraft channel. This time I'm doing something a little bit different. I've moved in with my girlfriend a couple of weeks ago, so that required a massive decrease in my never coming home kit, and basically all of my camping, survival, and just in case shit, including my toolkit and things that I use all the time, but can also be fit in this category. And in view of what's happened lately in New York and other places, I was asked by a few subscribers to, and I've also been gone for almost 3 weeks, maybe a little bit longer without putting anything on. So today I'm just gonna rush really quickly through what you can see here, which is mostly combat and work. So I'm gonna start very simply with weapons. Now, according to the laws where I live, I'm allowed to own a pistol inside my house. There's no carry anywhere, anytime, unless it's in pieces. And currently I do not need a firearm here. I have, like I've mentioned many times before, I have a shotgun, double-barreled 12 gauge, with which I'm surgical almost, because I've been shooting it for almost a decade and a half now. And I'm quite qualified with an AK-47, which you can buy in Serbia as a hunting rifle. So I'm planning to order one from Zastava, since they make very good AK-47 battle rifle, semi-automatic, but it's not an assault rifle, but it's still, and it's accurate up to 600 meters, which is really good for an AK-47. But skipping all of that, the first thing here you can see are 2 crossbows. They're very light pull. They're nothing special, but they are deadly. The rope, as you can see, is not a good rope because it's stretchy, and as you can see, it's fixed with duct tape on the sides, but still up to a good 10 meter. Let me just pretty hard to pull back, so I needed to put down the camera so I can use both of my arms to pull it back. But as you can see, it will shoot now I know that didn't look very impressive, but it will shoot a bolt or a pencil or a pen, anything at close distance. And once I fix them up a little bit and get better ropes, they'll work much better. They're silent, they're pretty quick to reload, so they're pretty good for what I need right now, because my whole idea is to keep concealed, and just in case you need to use anything with this. Then, just your standard slingshot. I reinforced the top with some masking tape, electrical tape, just so when you're pulling it, you know, because you can get quite a few pounds of pull in these things. When you pull it really hard, you don't want this plastic to come off. Some people glue it, super glue it, but this way is better because I can still remove it if it fails. Put it a little more and then just figure out. Standard leather at the back, standard hand grip. I put some masking tape on there because this plastic thing is a little slippery. With this I have better grip, better aiming. You can adjust it here. You can see there's this bolt, so you can move this back, this part here, back or forward, and this bottom part also, so you can make a longer slingshot depending on how your arm, because not all of us have arms the same distance, same length, so it's good to have adjustability. I'm running a little low on batteries, so I'm gonna move really quick. This massive thing here is made to just take the belt off and put it on. It's got a massive triangular bayonet, a massive assault machete bush knife, 2 hatchets, a Bowie knife, a few kitchen knives that I've made into. I'm gonna show you this one. This is one of my favorite knives. Yeah, second set of batteries died too and then ran out of memory, but finally we're here. As I was saying, this is a belt, utility belt, that just comes on. As you can see, I'm unwrapping it, and it's pretty much got a few combat knives, 2 hatchets here, as you can see, a Bowie. It's got this here triangular bayonet for the AK-47. Very handy. You can turn your AK into a spear, or any stick into a spear for that matter. This here is just a regular kitchen knife, but it's full tang, as you can see. Really good metal, extremely sharp, so I use it. I'm gonna get into this thing later because, well, it'll take a whole video itself, the belt knife. But moving on quickly onto tools. Yeah, one more time, battery issues. We got the prying, forcing elements here. So first you got this huge thing of steel that you can smash your way through. It's good because you can hammer on the back of it. It's basically a chisel. Mini crowbar. Used it a few times. Pried a nice gentleman out of his car once he got struck by lightning. Now I'm gonna move this. This is basically a nice or frozen dirt pick, but you could use it to force your way into something thinner, a car. Just be original. And that's about everything for forcing entrance. Now this thing here, as you can see, that is a homemade stone axe slash nightstick. It's made out of a rolled up newspaper, some rocks and metal at the top to give it the weight of a and it could be used for a few hits. Basically it's there to defend myself against police nightsticks. Big blade, meat cleaver, used to split cows into tiny pieces. So, and the good thing is, unlike a lot of people talk about machetes. Let me tell you something about machetes. They don't have this, the handguard. And without a handguard, you'll find yourself without a thumb very soon. I lived in South America. Everyone who was in machete fights loses the thumb because it has no protection against the most basic sword fighting attack, which is called the glissade. Glissade. It's a French word for sliding down, and just slide down your opponent's weapon, and since he has no hand guard, thumb goes off. Very unfortunately, my very nice camera died. I'm having some difficulties with the battery, so I'm gonna have to finish this up with my tablet camera, so please bear with me. Right up there, as you can see, it's another kitchen knife. Not too thick, again, full tang. And why to use the kitchen knives? These puppies are very cheap. This one was €1.50. The steel is amazingly good. I've used it a lot. It doesn't have a handguard, so it's not a combat knife. It's more of a... Well, it can be used for anything. Let's face it, it's sharp. You can kill people, animals, whatever you want with it. But it's mostly for food preparation right now. This thing here is a new addition to the tools. It is a foldable shovel with a pick in the back. Sorry. And it's a replacement for this guy here, which has been useful a little bit, but it just lacks all the other options that this guy has. First of all, compass in the handle. It's hollow. Can't really see right now, but you can stick a lot of stuff in there, make it waterproof. It's got this ring here. It makes better light so you can see that thing that unscrews and allows you to, there you go, that ring allows you to move the shovel so you can make it into pickaxe or into your regular shovel. Just unscrew it. Okay, it's not happening. I'm gonna have to set you down. It was easier for me to turn off the camera and put it together and then show you. This is the first position that you can have it in. It can be used as a combat weapon or a pick to dig easier, really hard dirt. Compass there, screws into the handle, and then again you can loosen this ring. It's plastic, the ring, but it's from what I've tested it a few times, it seems really solid, and now when I had screwed it, I couldn't unscrew it, how tough it actually is. And there's your shovel. It's a lot more portable than the big one, and you can sharpen these edges here, and you got something of like a serrated edge there, but not much. That's a new addition. So that, along with this guy and this guy too, that's for camp making, digging, all of that. This goes with there. Now moving on, there's also this. It's just your basic little rake with a little shovel top. This is the first thing I had. Now these are mostly garden tools, but they can be very useful out there when you're camping, which most of this stuff is for. A couple of 1,000 pounds tested carabiner with these bright first 4-inch t-shirt that I cut into ribbons that you can leave behind to mark. I talked about this when I did my toolkit. But I'm pretty sure everybody has a good idea what to do with that. Wire cutters, also in the tool section, very important to have them if you're ever going to be cutting something. I'm still getting bolt cutters. They're a little bit pricey, so it's going to take me a while to get one. Well, pricey for me. Small chain saw that I talked about before. It's got this double, triple tooth system. It cuts through wood amazing. It'll cut through drywall, plasters, all that stuff, no problem as well. Your old-fashioned butcher's restaurant knife sharpener. I have sharpening rocks as well, but these guys are awesome. There's a reason every restaurant uses them in the kitchen. They keep your blades extremely sharp, and it's portable, and it can be also used in self-defense in the end. Not sharp or really pointy at the top, but you can mess someone up pretty good with that in the end if you have no other option. The regular handsaw, just if you need to cut something big with and you don't want to be chopping away with your machete and then fixing all the places you missed because it takes a lot longer. Now also in the tool section, zip ties and a couple of dozen meters of rope. Well, like 1 dozen, I think it's maybe 22 meters, something like that. One of these guys with its cables, so you can check if something's completely out of juice, if something has juice, if you're in a new building or someplace that you need to check for electricity. These guys coming, this is the cheapest, crappiest version of it, but I don't need anything else at the moment. This thing, like I mentioned, this is where most of my
cold weapons are, but I'm just not going to get into it right now because I'm going to go through everything else, then I'll come back to it. Two Mexican Bowie knives. They're more for decoration purposes originally, but originally they were used for hunting, skinning. Mexico has a pretty good culture of cowboys and violence, so they know how to make their weapons. They're great knives. I've used them a lot. Although I shouldn't have because they were gifts, but well, c'est la vie. Wakizasha, it's the bigger version of the Tanto. Fully painted black. It doesn't shine and sparkle. It's a great blade. It's a Chinese knockoff. And so far it's proved to be amazing. We'll see. It's full tank. A little bit crappy at the end, but not everything can be perfect. And this is also decoration knife, but sorry for the darkness there. The blade is amazingly wicked. This is a slashing and stabbing weapon. It's small, so you can carry it on your back. It goes with this Wakizasha. They're kind of a set together. Kind of like my two short swords if you have to fight really close quarters, small rooms. They can be quite useful. And that's pretty much everything I have set out here. Now, since I do have a little time left, I covered most of things in here, but I'll cover them in the next video. I'll do a special just in my blades. This is pretty much everything that's not packed up. Now here, that's operational clothing. So you got your elbow and knee pads in here, which I've shown before, ordered from China at least, as well ordered from China. Classic 100% cotton t-shirt, US Marine sweater, just your classic wool, 100% wool sweater. This is a French commando jungle uniform, really good for hot weather. I'm going to get into that later. This is a US Marine trench coat, raincoat. It's got a space blanket inside. Extremely warm, very good stuff. Sorry for the quality, I know it's horrible, but I'll do more on that later. Here's some other stuff that I wanted to show. This pretty cool, really old radio. But this video is already up to 15 minutes, so I'm going to leave you guys with that. Those are some of the tools and some of the cold weapons that I'll be carrying with me. I then show you the bolts, I then show you my bow. I have a nice composite bow. I have extremely deadly ammo for the slingshot, with which I'm also surgical. The crossbows need to be fixed, but I've tested them, and at close range they can still get a kill shot. And that's pretty much all I need from them at the moment. Thank you for watching, and WarriorCraft out.